I'm 20 years old and I have legal guardianship of a 15-year-old, and that 15-year-old is my lovely, amazing sister. Well, I still have my parents. My parents are still both alive. Do I consider them my mother and father? No. My mother and father are a disgrace to me. They are disgusting individuals. They are going to burn in the pits of hell. I am telling you, not because I'm being mean, but because they are. They are sinful. Sinful. Ever since I've had consciousness and like been able to retain my memory, my dad has been beating my mother. My parents have been together for around 20 years. I would say for the amount of time that I've been born, they've been married. They've been married for 20 years, divorced and separated for like 4 or 5 times. They are genuinely the most toxic duo I've ever met. When they are not fighting with each other, they're fighting with one of the kids. It does not matter. My parents have this type of like leadership in the house. Like my dad is in charge of everything, yet my mom makes all the money and he takes all the money. My dad has a history of beating my mom. He once literally slammed a TV on my mom and he threw a TV at her. He once threw a vase at her. He threw so many things you have no idea. My mom used to call the police on my father every single day, to the point where like the police recommended that she get in a restraining order. She got a restraining order for 2 years and then broke the restraining order a year later because of the fact that she wanted him home so he can pay the bills. Yet she was the one paying the bills by herself. When I was in the fourth grade, my mom boss basically bought a house to like escape that man. Like she moved all the things out while he was at work and he came home to an empty home. So I was thinking that finally they're gonna be divorced. This was when I was in fourth grade. I think I was like maybe 10 at the time. I was genuinely so happy and so proud of my mom for doing this. Just for 1 year later, she allowed the house to go into foreclosure so she can move back in with that man and have him control all of her finances and all of her assets. She literally stopped paying her credit card bills because of the fact that that man told her not to pay her credit card. And guess what? She has a 300 credit score now. My mom genuinely thinks that she's a victim and everything. But the thing is, for you to be a victim, you would genuinely have to not know. The thing is, you know what's going on and you allow it to go on. My dad, literally, the reason why I want to have guardianship over my sister is because yesterday my dad almost literally my sister. Like he genuinely almost they got into an argument yesterday about the fact that she needed to shower my sister. She was doing my sister's hair. And no one does my sister's hair. It's always her. My sister has been raising my little sister for the longest time. I didn't even know my little sister was born because of the fact that he was so uninvolved as a parent. He didn't even know my little sister was born until the day he came to the hospital. When my dad's not home, my brothers usually give my sisters a shower because like they're her older brothers. Like they can give her a shower. He basically went on a rant saying that oh men should not be giving girls showers, even though my little brothers are like 12 and 13 years old. My little sister is 6 years old, and like he's calling them men, and I'm like, they're little boys. They can give the little girl a shower. Like they're literally siblings. Like those are her older brothers. Like he can't do that. He even said that he's not allowed to give my little sister a shower. Man, you are her father. What are you talking about? That is so weird of you to think like that. Like that's literally what my sister said. That is weird of you to think like that. He got so offended by the fact that she said it was weird that he literally started grabbing her phone. He went on top of her so he can get the phone. And I was on FaceTime when all this was happening because I live like an hour away from them, and I saw everything went down. And then he decided, and then he jumped on top of her. She pushed him all into the laundry because my sister is pretty big herself. So she jumped him to the So she basically pushed him off of her, and he pushed him all the way to the laundry. And she basically pushed him on top of the laundry because of the fact that he was right on top of her. And then my dad proceeded to get my sister and try to push her down the stairs. By the way, there's 14 flights of stairs. He genuinely tried to push my sister down the stairs. My brothers literally had to come to her rescue and try to make sure she does not fall down the stairs. And my dad genuinely, when he gets angry, like he doesn't know how to turn it off. He's like a whole new person. Like he does actually he's not, because he really is the same, because he does not know how to control his anger whatsoever. But he basically does not know how to turn it off. Like he almost like my sister. Like the day before, my parents were actually arguing. They are arguing and fighting. My mom left some bruises on my father. My father left some bruises on my mother. The debacle, it's the same thing. But when the police came, I called the police so they can get my dad and make sure he doesn't put his hands on anybody again. My dad and my mother came together and they told the police that my sister is the one that left all the bruises, and they saw my sister as the aggressor, and they took my sister and brought her to juvenile detention. Today she has two court case hearings, one for my father, one for this battery charge that this person put on her, even though they're the ones that jumped her first at school. They got a group of their friends and their gang to jump my sister, and they're trying to press charges on my sister, even though they're the ones that started it. My sister has had a history of like just abuse in that house, a history of such toxicity in that house, because of the fact that we are raised in like us, we were raised in such a weird household. Like it's just a bunch of women that like only censor men. Like whatever the man says just goes. Like that's only the only thing. It's like every single woman in my family shares the same brain cell and they don't know how to think or speak for themselves. I don't think you understand. My dad has been lying about his salary for the past 10 years. My dad has been telling me that he makes $120,000 a year, because the fact that I genuinely raise everyone in that household and I have access to everything because I do everything for everyone. Literally, when I'm in college, my father would literally ask me to do his taxes, do this, do this, do this for him, because he's like, oh, since I was born in America, I can do everything by myself. So guess what? I looked up his tax transcripts. I can fill out my financial aid. And he's been lying to everyone for the past 10 years. My dad has been making actually less than half what he claims that he's making in salaries. If you're wondering if my dad has cheated on my mother, yes, he has, and he's continuously doing to this day. I don't know how much women he has cheated on my mother with, but he has been cheating on my mother for more than 10 years. Everyone in my family knows, and guess what? They don't bat an eye. They don't bat a freaking eye, and they expect everybody to be okay with it. Literally, all of my aunties and my grandma had literally told this man, this woman, my mother, to leave this man. And guess what? He still says. And you know the only reason why there's more problems arising in this house, because the fact that he moved back in. Guess why he moved back in? He didn't move back in because he wanted to take care of his family. He moved back in because he wanted the free rent. Because my mother had a second car that he can use for free. By the way, he doesn't pay money on the car. My mother pays the car. And the third reason, so he can get his green card. He also used my mother to import like his three nephews into the United States. And guess what? They basically destroyed the house. And my dad is paying everyone's rent, like all his nephews' rent. And he doesn't even pay the mortgage on the house that he is currently living in. Instead, he pays the rent for his nephews that he brought into this state, into this like country willingly. Yes. My dad has called me a whore. He has called me a slut. He's called me nasty. He called me a pig. He called me so many things, like literally a couple of weeks ago, just because of the fact that I refuse to pay my car bill. Because I said it's the least that he can do. First of all, I pay my rent, I pay everything. I just don't pay the car bill because my mother told me that I should not pay the car bill. And guess what? He still called me, and my father has the audacity to ask me for $1,000. He literally asked my mother for money. He stole $3,500 from my mother last week because of the fact that he sent it to somebody in Haiti. We don't know who he sent it to, but we know he has another child because my mother already figured it out. He has another children. I hope you know my dad already has 5 children with my mother. Imagine how many more children with other women. So we are now going to get her out of that house, and today we're going to be touring apartments to just go get a layout of what we're looking for. And we have a budget in mind already. We are looking for a 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom apartment near like her school, because we're also transferring her school because everyone at her school is giving her issues. And we are also going to be looking for somewhere very nice for me to start my business. Make sure you follow me if you want to see like the journey of basically raising my sister. I've already raised my sister because I've been raising her since I was basically in elementary school. I've literally started raising her. So basically, I'm going to be her full parent, full time, and me and my boyfriend are going to raise her together. And we're going to send her off to the best college that we possibly could, because her dream school right now is Harvard and FAMU. We are going to get her sent to an amazing school. We're going to make sure that she does not get in trouble, because trust me, I know how to deal with my sister. I know what she needs. All she needs is just someone to listen to her, someone to actually pay attention to her. And she just genuinely needs to go to therapy once a week. And I'm telling you, my sister would genuinely be a changed and just like a more developed young woman. And I cannot wait to raise my little sister.